Hey guys, this is Lucid, welcome back. We're playing Middle-Aged Atlantis. It's turn 34, and let's see what we got going on this turn. Hopefully we'll do 2 turns this episode. Okay, so last turn, I don't know if I mentioned it, I sent fire gems to Agartha and got Astral in return. Which I can use fire gems, but I think Astral are a little more valuable for me. I'm not totally sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but... you know, if nothing else, I can just make all the rings, which is pretty high value. Okay, a message has arrived from It's gonna help me climb death, too, to get the astral rings. A message has arrived from Pangea. It's an imprisoned rainbow. They have it saved somewhere. Or I have it saved somewhere. I'll send it to you when I get to my main machine. I think this was in reference to Yes's Bless. Okay, evocation. So this opens up Arcane Probing, which actually I think I forget to cast, but that's another thing I can use for my my gems for. It's actually good. I'm like 3 turns ahead of this, and I kind of went on like a little mini vacation and forgot to... I wasn't necessarily paying a ton of attention, so I didn't really notice that I got Evocation 3, and I really do need to cast Arcane Probing everywhere. Okay, so we summoned a monster fish, and we'll go check out those again in case you kind of forgot what they're like. Found a dark reef, which is gonna, I think it's a death 1 site. Nice, so our death income is up to 3, which is not bad at all. Okay, and then we have some battles, so let's look at the first one. So they're just pinging me here on this fort. The next one, we are attacking Indies. And this is our little thug. I think he has some pretty nice gear. Next turn he should start off at higher HP, but this turn I do not believe he does. Thanks to the Coral Sword. So you can see they've harassed him down so he has no defense, but his protection's high enough where 12 damage just is not really going to get through. Okay, that's that. Okay, and we were, we were just raiding Pelagia, and it seems to have worked. I didn't know what he would have. I probably didn't need to do the Water Elemental, kind of wasted a gem, but you never know what it's going to be. Oh shit. Look at that Pangean army. What are the... Oh, mass swarmage. Interesting. It is hard to fight a swarm. Like, if somebody casts swarm enough times, it can be really hard. If you cast Swarm, though, you probably should put the minions behind. Or at least most of them. There go the little flying bugs. Holy shit, that's a lot of Swarm. Guys, look at that. Look at that. That is awesome. That is a lot of nature gems. I mean, it's not that many. It's 3 times... And we can't really talk about a lot of gems unless they're doing something like Pelagia. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9. I mean, it might have been like 30 nature gems to do all this. But I tell you what, these are armor negating attacks. That is a lot of armor negating attacks. And they provide a ton of distractions while the centaurs run in and smack shit. Okay, so unfortunately we did not see a battle there. I would have loved to have seen that. And let's kind of look at it too, because I do want to see... This didn't really look like a strong enough force to gem bait. Oh, Standard of the Damned. Oh, I wonder if Pangea gets this. It would be worth all that just to get this. I mean, this is a 25 gem item. Oh, it runs! I don't know... Yeah, I guess it was scripted to run. I don't know if he intended this as a gem bait. If he did, that's pretty damn clever. Because... Yeah, I mean, this... The PD would not have triggered all this gym usage. It's weird they cast it this final time after he retreated. But I think that guy got away. Oh no, they got him! Caveman Champion dead. Okay, let's watch that one more time. I know it's a little repetitive at this point. I just want to see... I thought he got away. But maybe something just flew back here and murked him? Okay, it looks like he's gonna get away. Oh, and the bugs! And the bugs! I mean, that is a lot of swarm. So you know what? Gem bait worth it. I mean, like, the casting is worth it, I think. And those are expensive items. Olm can make them a tiny bit cheaper. With the, you know, just because they're gonna have a hammer. They can't use the, they don't have, like, a death on their smiths, but, yeah, I mean, you're using a ton of mage turns here, but not bad. See, Olm has a Master Smith too. Pretty cool. I mean, Pangea. Pretty sweet if you're Pangea and you're fighting Olm, because you get to steal these. I think there's a game you're going to see that comes up. I'm not in it, but I'm doing this new series. I don't know which will come out. The series will probably come out before you see this video, but I'm doing it on like Dominion's Interventions, and one of the people that I do it for is playing Pangea, and they're fighting an Olm. So anyway, it is really cool when you get to steal those smiths, because having those is freaking awesome. Okay, wait, we attack here. Okay, you remember we sent out a super low commitment attack. I had a scout in this province, and I should have only had like 2 PD. Okay, successful. Sometimes you gotta do that, boys. The super low commitment attacks. Go ahead and give me that province income. Okay, he's got his gym baiter here. Thank you, buddy. Are we gonna get this guy at least? Yeah, we're gonna get him. Okay, I mean, he wasted 7 gems, but we killed him. I don't know if that's really that bad. I had it where my guy... Okay, I'll just show you again. Because I don't know if he's could attack, or like how much he's going to come out with. So I didn't want to totally take my guys off gem usage. Like I could get rid of all the gem using spells. What I did was I let Swarm go off early, so that my dude doesn't get surrounded, and then I had him buff up really fast. Basically, he just did Iron Skin, and I think Charge. Maybe he did... Yeah, he didn't even do Tempered Flesh. Nor did he do Summon Earth Power. Yeah, so he just did that, and somebody else fluffed him and gave him quickness and all that business. So, yeah, so he's gonna run in and just kill whatever is there very, very quickly. Oh, it's a Water Elemental. Not anymore. Delete. Okay. Anyway, he's getting distracted by little shrimp. Okay. Yeah. My water elementals, I think, only started summoning on like turn 4 or 5, which you're not really at risk of... You're not really at a big risk of spending too many if you can kill their guys quickly, if you have things on slot 4 or 5. But in case he kind of came out of the fort with something we wanted to have... You know, like if this army came out in full, we didn't want to not have any script. Okay, so if we look at... This is the fort battle. We're storming it. We've got a fair amount of stuff. Now, my Pretender God moved on top. Right, so he was in the outside battle, but he is not here to storm it. So we have to kill these guys with our troops. Now, he is prepared to have, you know, like a very serious fight. We've got this guy with Earth Gems. He's probably going to summon Earth Power and then summon Earth Elementals. We've got a fair amount of Water Gems. You know, if we sum it up, which I think we will, I don't know what this guy's going to do. It could be Anti-Magic. It could be Magic Duel. Magic Duel for an Astral 2 He would really only put one gem on him because there's a good chance he's going to die. Could be Power the Spheres, and then he could spam out Paralyze. That's probably what he's going to do. It's probably like the most likely. Magic Tool here's not going to do that much because my god isn't here either. But okay, so 2 pearls, 3 water gems, 9 water gems, 15. If we include the pearls, we'll just do a total gem count. Then we go up to 19, and then the other pearls gives us 21. And then 6 more, so that's 27. And then 6 more, so that's 33. And then 6 more, so that's 39 gems. So that's a lot. Okay, so 39 gems. He's got a really good gem income. I cannot wait to get all this lands. Unless people are just giving him shit for free. Which people do not really want to do, especially early in the game. Like, you need your gems. And I'm not like an existential threat to anybody. What the hell was that? 1 second. I saw like 900 something damage. Oh, Soul Slay, shit. Okay. That must have been what these gems were for. He was thinking, hey, maybe I, like, you know, turn 1 or 2 Soul Slay, like the squid. That's something we gotta watch out for. Yeah, Soul Slay's coming out strong. Okay, so we've made it through the little gap here, or through their gate, which is good, because we really don't want to fight water elementals in a choke point. Our little shark tribe are bravely running in. We've got this guy who's our little thug, and he's kind of thugged out. He has Temper Flesh, high protection, but versus water elementals, he's gonna die. I probably shouldn't have scripted him to run in. Yeah. Whoops. But now it's kind of cool. Our ethereal guys are just walking through the wall and like killing all the guys on top. And then we're fighting the water elementals. We have some of our own. I'll go ahead and turn the colors on so we can see. Smite is going to help a lot kill these guys. Pick the speed up here. Okay, and you can see we're fighting him in this choke point is not really ideal for us, but eventually we kill enough of their stuff that we cause a rout. But we've kind of lost more than we intended to. What is this guy buffed with? Oh, I guess this was another thug. Because he's got a thug script, so okay. He's ethereal, so he's a little safer. He could run through the walls too, which was kind of cool. And now he's going to get back and cause a lot of trouble. Now we don't need to kill any of these guys, because if we cause them to run, they're dead. And now these guys are going to dissolve. So that was actually a pretty close little fight. We didn't do it with our god, we had to do it with whatever we had. And if we look at the report, we lost 1 King of the Deep, that was the thug we kind of scripted. We got his main Gosh of Parrying back, which is, you know, that's good. We lost kind of a lot of troops, though. We lost 33, so that is going to put a big dent in our ability to knock down Pelagia's walls if we want to go onto his cap quickly, which is kind of the plan. But, you know, the price must be paid, and we don't really have super elite troops. So when he drops 40 gems worth of stuff, you know, it's going to cause us some attrition unless we're using our god. And yeah, we got some gold. Alteration rituals are cheaper, and that is about it for the turn in terms of what happened. Now, let's take a look out. Let's just look around the map. First, let's look at Pelagia, since this is our main theater. So we're up here. Now the last time I was here I attacked his cap, but he has a lot of knights in here. Pretty dangerous. Right, so I'm not sure what he'll do. He has another big army up here. So what I am thinking will happen, and I'm not sure, is that he's lost this. He knows I'm going to be coming in on his cap. I'm thinking this army is going to come down here and move south. And yeah, this is a province we just took. We took it with our little tag team raiding combo, right, which was these two guys with the little summon elemental, right? So it's a high income province. Or no, it's not. It's got a lot of, what's what I meant to say? It's got a lot of gems. So we get 3 gems, and then one of them gives us 30 gold. So this is important to control, just to control the water elemental war. It's also a really important choke point. If I hold this army has to go like the long way around to get back to its cap, which he doesn't want to do. So I'm pretty sure that he's going to take this big army and just bulldoze it down here. Now, this province also doesn't have any dominion. So as it turns out, we are going to set a trap. We're going to site search here. My god is in a lab because he moved on top of the fort, but then we took the fort. So he can cast teleport. So we're going to send him up here. We're going to teleport him up here. Yeah, so once he gets there, I will show you where he's positioned. He's positioned at the very front, and there's a reason for that. And that's because we're positioning these guys at the very front too. They are going to do Body, Ethereal, Quickness, Iron Will, and Earthmight, and they should all go on my squid. They're positioned right behind him. You kind of, when you do this, you have to like guesstimate where they are a little bit. Like you go to the very front, and then like, so I went to the very front with these guys, but then moved them back 1 square. But you won't, there's no way when you're teleporting to like hit Y and see them all in the same province. But that's okay. So the goal of doing this is, I know if he has like a lot of Astral Mages, or like if he can do Paralyze or Soul Slay or Encase in Ice, and I just get pounded on by Knights, I really don't want that. My god is kind of... By the way, his afflictions are all healed. But, you know, he's been beat to shit. He's gotten so many afflictions. He's gotten horror marked. He's got enough horror marks and curse and all that shit for now. We're not taking it easy with him, but I don't really want that many more of those particular brand of beating sessions. Yeah, so... but if we put him behind a ton of PD, he's not going to get surrounded, so his defense will stay really high, so he's not going to get hit. He potentially can go kill the mages in the back. I can't remember. I think I put him on attack rear. Oh no, attack closest. Okay. This should take a lot of the mage focus off of him, which is kind of the most important part. There's going to be a lot of other stuff for the mages to do, aside from just Encase and Ice him and Soul Slay him and all that other shit. So, but doing this was not cheap. Like, if we go back to what it cost, cost like 1,000 gold, right? But being able to control this is going to be super important. It's basically, if I can control this and keep his big army from getting back, it's going to mean I get his capital, which is easily worth 1,000 gold. And I don't have any other way, I don't think, to easily control it. All I could do is, like, sit here as a punching bag, and hopefully his army would rout if it attacks. We don't want to do that much anymore, if we can avoid it. So this, I think, is going to be a big battle next turn, and I don't think there's an easy way we can lose it. Now, he's also potentially thinking I'm going to be attacking his capital, so there's a decent chance he moves these guys over here, has everybody patrolling, getting ready for me. This army is not strong enough to attack his cap. So what we're going to be doing instead is we're going to be consolidating everybody right here. or not everybody, but these guys. We're going to be doing Shark Attack and Water Power. This should be enough if he sends out a bunch of raiders, because I've also bumped the PD up here a lot. I've canceled a ton of recruitment. Like, nothing recruiting here, nothing recruiting here, nothing recruiting here. And, like, I still have a little bit recruiting up this way, but, like, not much. I basically had to cancel almost all recruitment. Yeah. I think it's needed, though. Like, without PD, I don't think I would win this fight. But with PD and Shark Attack, I think I would. But I'm not totally sure. If he sends everything with a lot of mage support, I may lose it. I don't think he would do that. I think he's probably going to patrol his capital, and will probably send, like, 10 knights or something. Like, 10 knights here, and then his whole army coming down this way is kind of what I expect. So this will be enough, I think. With Hold and Attack, the little Ichthids will scoot past them. I think it will work. We've also got Swarm coming in. And then potentially we can attack the cap the turn after, or do more staging. We have some options. Yeah, so I think that's about it. The other thing we're doing, this guy is coming down here, and he is going to go attack the wolves. We are moving around, continuing to site search. Should we find any sites? Yeah, we found that one, okay. We're moving more troops up this way, right? So where's our little... we're moving these Mother Guard up. And, yeah, hopefully they will help me break down that wall. I think we're also forging some stuff, but I could be wrong. Let's check. I kind of do want to check. Oh, that'll be later. Okay. I think that's it for this turn. I think we'll go ahead and pull up the next turn. Which will be turn 35. And let's see what happens. So, oh, I want to show you the monster fish. So we summoned another one. So we have two. Okay, we cast Dark Knowledge, did not find anything. We cast Voice of Tiamat, did not find anything. We cast Teleport. That was our god moving into position for a battle. And there's only one battle, so this will be a kind of quick episode. Let's see if indeed we do have a fight. Okay, so this is the problems with our god. With our huge PD dump. But this is not his army, obviously. This is, what is this? Like, 11, 12 knights? And then this guy? Ooh, he looks like a hero. Yeah, so a Pelagian hero and 12 knights. Okay, and our little kind of aquatic cavalry are actually kind of okay. As these knights get surrounded, they get in real trouble. But our god came in and kind of killed them all. So, okay. That actually is pretty good for us. I don't know. Let's see what that means in terms of the map. But here we killed his hero. We killed 9 knights. The other ones may have retreated, may not have. I mean, they definitely retreated. They may or may not have survived. But this was really good. I mean, these guys are expensive. This guy is 0 gold, but he's worth a lot. Yeah. So it's like 700 gold, which is a lot of money for him. Okay. We also fight the Indies here. Okay. Chop, 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 chop. Okay. Seems we were successful there. And, yeah. Okay, so we've got a few things. Let's look what happened. So this army up here is not here. Instead we see 8 knights. So some of these could have retreated, or it could be like raiders he moved here to like counteract Rilo potentially coming in this way. Or it could be they had a big fight and knights retreated, because this army, if it didn't move here and it didn't move here, it's aquatic, that leaves only one province, which means it moved up this way. Which is now very, very close to Relay's capital. And this was a province that Relay had put a bunch of PD in previously. So I'm imagining they had a fight here. And I don't know how it went. The fact that there are retreated knights here, and it seems like a fair amount, like more than would come from my province, I think that will mean that like there were at least heavy Pelagian losses. Okay. The other thing is we see his cap, because he sent the knights from his cap out this way, I think that leaves his cap wide open. So we're going to go ahead and move everything in. Including my god. Now, I spent a lot of time trying to think about, should I move my god in or not? Because his cap is Dominion Strength 7. And what that means is I'm only going to have 30% of my max HP. Or my base HP. So if it's 230, you say, okay, what's 30% of 230? And that's basically how much I'm going to have as my next turn max HP. And yeah, it's going to be around like 70 HP. Which is not actually that bad. It's not enough for my guy to like solo shit, but he's still nasty at 70 HP with like all the with these ridiculous stats. He's going to be really hard to kill. His MR is also going to suck, so he could potentially get soul slayed. So we're not super stoked about that particular part, but I think everything else we can deal with. So anyway, we're moving him in. The script we have is going to be basically I want him to take do a lot of the work. We've got these two folks right here behind him. She's going to be doing Moss Body and Swarm, and then this guy's going to be doing Quickness Body Ethereal. Those will get on him. He'll then run in, hopefully fight everything, and then slowly afterwards my troops will run in. We've got Shark Attack up, I think. Yeah. So Shark Attack is coming out. That will be pretty useful. Shark Attack really needs to become ubiquitous, like every single fight I want to cast it almost. I do need to make... I just got this, and I think I need hammers, and then once I have hammers, I need to start making water lenses. These will go a long way to kind of improving gem economy over the course of the game, especially if I'm having like winning fights. But yeah, this is going to go a good long way. Okay. What else? So that's basically this big fight. I'm also moving in here somebody that's basically just going to buff up the PD in case he attacks with this little raiding squad. I think this is enough PD where if we get Strength of Giants on most of them, I think they'll actually kill these guys. And you need a lot of PD to kill knights. But anyway, I think we've got that kind of bagged. So that is about it from that front. I think we have gone back to recruiting some. Have we? Maybe. Okay, yeah, we're getting some more. We've started recruiting here, getting some more dudes. Yeah, that's basically the move. We're going on top of his capital. We're also forging some stuff. We're going to be forging a Ring of Regeneration and Boots of the Messenger, a Coral Blade, and a Frost Brand. And then Earth Boots, this is so I can make more hammers. And then over here, a Bracer, and I think I might already have a Bracer, or maybe I forged one more somewhere else. Not sure. We're also building a temple here. Oh no, we already built that. We built that last turn. Okay, so this person's going to preach. I want to go ahead and get Dominion Strength here up to 7 or 8. And then we're going to roll them out. But yeah, pretty much other folks moving over this way. Getting ready to kind of reinforce the cap. The other thing I did was I went and... I don't normally make a lot of indie troops, but I really need to crack these walls quickly. And these are not bad indies for cracking walls. 10 gold, 11 strength, 1.2. Plus they have nets, so they're sort of useful in combat. And then these guys, who are more expensive at 18 gold, but they have pretty high strength. So, yeah, you're basically going to be getting, what is it, 2 siege strength a dude. This is going to be like 11 or 12 siege strength, which is going to matter a lot, because like this army only has 110. So picking up, you know, indies, which are like this, these guys are going to have what, 1.2, and I've got like 10 of them. So yeah, I mean, this is going to be like 20, 25 siege strength just from indies that we're going to pick up on these commanders next turn, which is not a trivial amount, I'll just say that. And that's it. So it's risky. Let's talk about what could go wrong. What could go wrong is that things rush out really fast, like faster than I'm ready, or like water elementals get lucky and kill my god. My god could get paralyzed or soul slayed. Those are the things that could go wrong. We've also got him on turn 1 resist magic, so that hopefully that doesn't happen. But that means if he has heavy cav running forward, they could hit me before I have iron skin up. So it's a risk, but it's a risk we're going to have to take. Or not have to, but we're going to choose to. We really need to get this war over quickly. And let's talk about why a little bit. So Yis is running around up in here taking Pangaea's stuff. It seems that Pangaea, for the moment anyway, has fended off Ulm. I don't know if they're going to take this back. I thought about offering it to him and saying, hey, just take it back. I assume if they want to take it back, they will. I'm not going to treat that as a kind of war. But if they take this back, then that means I'm kind of also offering these things back, and I would really rather hold on to them. So if he takes it, so be it. I'll negotiate peace so he doesn't come in and mess with the spruce forest. But, yeah. I may actually want to attack them, too, after I'm done with Pelagia. It's going to depend on a lot of things. Okay, I think that's about it for this turn. The other news is, so Ulm has pulled back. I don't know if he's made peace with Pangaea, but he might have, because Ulm is also fighting up here Satis, and I know Satis is fighting Man and Ulm. Phaeacia, who is right over here, we can't see them, but they're right up here. They are apparently they'd gotten pushed back basically to their capital island, but apparently they have kind of rebounded and now have some provinces, so that's good. It's nice when people come back. On this front, I don't think there's many new developments. Yeah, not really. Not that I know of anyway. I'm sure there are some. I just don't know what they are. Anyway, okay. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see y'all next time. Cheers.